Good day. Welcome to Time Out with the Youth with David Elo, the production of BHF Foundation. Remember, we've been talking about friendship, that you must choose your friends, that your life depends on the kind of friends you choose. Your life is at the mercy of the friends that you choose. That's why it's say evil communication, corrupt good manners. And we've dealt a lot with the friendship, and today we want to talk a little bit again on cult activities. Last week we talked of cult activities as one of the consequences of bad association. Remember, I said cult activities, drugs, occultic practices, all these are part of those evil that comes with the wrong kind of friends that you move with. There's a popular saying that you are a sum total of the number of friends that you have. If you have 5 friends, you are a sum total of the 5. And so we want to proceed a little bit from secret cult activities. Now, I said last week that secret cult is different from occultic practices. And I told the number of people who have died in cult activities. Unfortunately, most of these cult practices are sponsored by some top people within some money bags outside the campuses. Unfortunately, we still have some bad eggs among government officials here and there who get the youths involved in cult activities. And we said that all secret cults are satanic organizations. All secret cults are evil organizations that leads nowhere. But today we want to talk a little bit about occultic practices, which is going rampant now among the youths. I will start first by giving an example. There was this friend of mine some time ago who told me a story of something that happened around the Bafo area, very close to Lagos, of a 14-year-old boy, who told his father, he was able to tell his father, tricked his father, that he's having an issue with somebody, an elderly person, and he wants his father to come and help him to resolve the issue. And so the father, being the only son, went there to help his son. Now, only to get there, and after a few minutes, this I don't know how to call him, this native doctor, whatever you call him, he told the son to please go and get some things. And while the guy walked out, he asked the father, "Do you know why you are here?" And the father said, "My son said he had issue with you, and that's why I came with him so that I can resolve it. And if it is something that I will pay for whatever he has damaged." And this spiritualist said, "No, your son brought you here for money rituals." The man could not understand, neither could he believe that his son brought him for money rituals. So at the end of the day, he told the man, "So well, you're going to lie down on this bed, you're going to pretend to be sleeping, you're going to pretend to be relaxing, sleeping, as if you've been hypnotized. And when your son comes back, you are going to hear the conversation that we are going to have together." And that's actually what happened. Not up to 5 minutes into the discussion, the man had to jump down from the bed because he was shocked when what he heard from the son. How the son agreed and said he brought him because he wants to use his father to make money. Now, these are the practices that is on now, where children are even using their parents, their siblings for rituals. It's wrong, it's evil, and it has terrible consequences. So about 2 years ago, a young man from University of Lagos came to see me. They brought him to see me, and while we were discussing, he had to open up to me and told me that he is an occultic person. He used his own mother for rituals, his own mother. And the reason why he had to start confessing was because he did it with his senior brother, and his senior brother is now dead, and he feels that it is now his turn. It's getting much. People using their girlfriends using their boyfriends. These are evil, and we need to learn our voice now. We need to begin to say it again and again, that there's consequences for evil. For every action, there's equally an opposite reaction. You have to understand that. I did mechanical engineering, and in science, they tell you that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. But I want to go further to say that for every action, there are even more dangerous reactions. So be very careful. I know that things are a little bit difficult, and young men and women seem to be confused. Young boys and girls seem to be confused. They don't know what the future holds for them, because those who have in government have stolen and stolen and stolen, and they keep stealing. And people are desperate, and money is now the king, because things are extremely expensive now, and money seems to be the god that people worship in Nigeria. But be that as it may, I want to advise those listening to me now, especially the youths, that you must be very careful. That everything in life is not about money. It's not about money. A lot of people are now being initiated through the internet. Quite a number of them. I've seen two guys some years ago, or 2-3 years ago, who were about to be initiated through the internet. And they made me understand that there is a site you can visit. They will tell you, they will make you rich. If you want to play music, they will make you as rich as Beyonce. They will make you like this. They will make you like this. If you want to become a star, right now in Nigeria where music is getting popular, they will tell you, they will initiate you into this group. They do this. They will make you. They will give you. They will set you up. They will give you recording labels. They will record you and make you popular. They will tell you all kinds of things. But one of the things they will also tell you in the form that you are filling is that you are going to write your next of kin. And in that next of kin, they will ask you to write any member of your family that you love the most. Any member of your family. You are going to write the name. If it's your father, if it's your mother, if it's your brothers, your siblings, you are going to write the name of the person. And that's the person that they will use as sacrifice. That's the person that you use as sacrifice. You hear a situation of immediately the father died, they began making money. Immediately the mother died, they began making money. There are many situations like that. And it is through that means. And please, please, and please, you must be very careful. You must be very careful. All ritual means of making money always end in disaster. It always ends in disaster. There are situations where they tell you are not going to live more than 10 years. There are situations where they tell you are not going to live more than 20 years. A young man in the estate I was staying some time ago was telling me about it, of how they can go to the internet and you could do this, make you rich. Then after that, they will give you things to throw. There are places where they will starve the chicken for a very long time. Then they will throw corn. And it is the number of corn that the chicken eats. That's the number of time you are going to stay on earth. I mean, this young man told me this thing, not quite long, the guy died. I mean, he just went to the hospital like any other person, normal. He was just feeling sick, maybe malaria. I know him very, very well. He was my neighbor. He just went straight to this hospital, and all of a sudden, I won't mention the name of the hospital since we are on air. He went straight to the hospital, and they gave him the wrong injection, and that was it. He's dead and buried. So things are happening on a daily basis. On a daily basis, evil is happening, especially among the youths. And that's why we need to quickly begin to pass this information to the youths. The money that you get through ritual means, through occultic means, through demonic means, will also lead to your eventual demise. What is the yield of being rich in 10 years and at the end of the day you will suffer and die like a fool? There are some also which they do. You take your girlfriend to the I know of those ones, that one it's very rampant and much, especially in places like Edo State and the rest. They will take the girl to a spiritualist, they will do some charm, and they will tell this young man that you bring the pubic hair of the girl. And that's what they will use for the charm. Now, the girl will never give birth, but the boy will begin to make money. Never, never. In her life, she will never have children. And the guy will do it because the guy will tell himself, after all, I'm not getting married to this girl. And so if she's one I'm going to use for many rituals, there's nothing wrong with it. This is assisting me. And so when you sit in the front of the car of this young man, smiling and coming from where you're going to take burger, fast food, and you're a girl, you are laughing up and down, what you don't know is that you are the one they use for the money. The money that the guy is making, he makes it through you. He's not going to get married to you. And sadly enough, even when you get married anytime, you will never have children. Never. Because they've exchanged it for money. So very careful. Be very careful. As a young girl, be very careful who you move with. Be very careful who you date. Be very careful the things that you do. Select your friends. Ritualistic rituals is going on a daily basis in this country. Young men are terribly involved in rituals, occultic practices. When we were in school, the only things we did was secret court activities. We were highly known and highly popular among the secret court camp. We were not too involved in ritual activities. But now, the crave for money, the crave to make money overnight, has caused too many people to use themselves. Some use their own life, some use their own body. Somebody told me some time ago that he met a young man who went to meet a pastor. He was crying and crying. What's wrong with you? I mean, he came with good car and the rest. And the guy just removed the cap in his head and he showed the head to this pastor. The pastor almost jumped out of the room because worms were coming out. You see the guy, well dressed, heavy car. He can't go anywhere without a cap in his head. He's always putting on cap. because the head, he has sacrificed his head, they've used it for rituals. Worms were coming out. And you ask yourself, what is the purpose of this money if you will live this kind of life? There are some that they are not supposed to sleep at home. They are not supposed to sleep in their house. They have big houses. They have lovely houses. They've been able to build mansions, but they don't sleep in it. Never. Never. They sleep outside. Some sleep in the cemetery. Some are told to sleep in the cemetery. Some are told to sleep outside, but never to sleep in the house they built, because they got the money through ritual means. Now we are saying some of all these things because this is a youth program. Time out to the youths. Don't allow yourself to be misled. And most times people fall victim when they begin to ask questions, wrong questions. When they ask the right question to the wrong people, they get themselves involved. How are you making your money? How are you getting your breakthrough? You are not even up to 22. You already have more than 10, 15 cars. You have houses. You travel around the world. How did you get it? Now, when you begin to ask this question as a young man, they will tell you, and they will get you involved. There are some that are taken to the bar beach, where they get them initiated through mermaids. They sleep with mermaids, all to make money. It's common among the youth now, and we begin to speak against it, that at the end of the day, you will end up as a fool. There's a common saying that what does it profit a man if he gains the whole world, and at the end of the day, he ends up like a fool? They told you that you are going to live for 15 years and you are going to be a billionaire. Before you know what happened, 15 years has come. You are not up to 35, you are already dead. And you die as a multi-billionaire. Of what use it is? Because you will think that because of the way you are going through, the suffering you are going through, you will think that 15 years is 150 years. Before you know what is happening, you've already spent 50 years of your life. And at the end of the day, you become a fool. I'm saying some of all these things for the few that will learn, and for those who will avoid such mistakes that people have done in the past. It's possible somebody is telling you right now that it will take you somewhere where you are going to make money. Yahoo Plus, where you are beginning to collect all kinds of money. People are doing all kinds of ritual now. They call it Yahoo Plus. Most of them have nothing to do with Yahoo. They are satanic means. They under the cover of Yahoo, but they are ritual means. There are those who have used their friends. There are those who have used their relatives. There are those who have used their girlfriends. There are those who have used their wives. I don't know what you are about to do now, but please you stop it. Please you stop it. How do you make money? You make money through pursuing your talent as a young man. Pursue your talent, develop your talent, work on your talent. And with God on your side, you are bound to succeed. It's just a matter of time. Don't be too much in a hurry, because if you are in a hurry, you will end up on time. Don't be too much in a hurry, because if you are too much in a hurry to make money, you will end up on time. So we want to also continue by saying again and again that if you are involved in such things, you have time to come out. You have time. Making money through rituals. Making money through rituals. Joining evil societies, evil club, where they use people for rituals. Where they use human beings to rituals so you can make money. Somebody told us once how he escaped from a ritualistic den of rituals. So human parts and the dead and the rest. There are people who they kill people and sell their parts. They sell their parts. They take their girlfriends, they take their friends, they sell their hearts, they sell their kidney, they sell this, they sell that. Don't get yourself involved in it. Don't get yourself involved in it. This is an evil act. It's an act that will bring evil to you, not only to you, to your family, to all your entire generations. Run away from this act. Run away from this act. So you don't lay down curses down for your family. Lay down curses for your unborn generation, because you got yourself involved in evil means of making money. And like I said earlier on, at the end of the day, you will end up a fool. So I talk about two cults activities. Secret cults is one, occultic practices is the other. Secret cult is one, occultic practices is the other. We'll keep on this program, Time Out with the Youth, where we'll begin to bring information to you, the younger generation, on things to avoid, people to avoid. Friends who you don't even know their source of income, but they're extremely rich, avoid them. It's just a matter of time. As long as you are working, whatever you are believing God for, you are bound to get. So remove yourself from evil. Be focused in your talents, in your skills, in your education, and you will get to where you are going to. Until we meet again next week for the same time, Time Out with the Youth, where we'll begin to focus on other devices, other evil from bad relationship, which is called drug activities. We might have one or two persons who were involved in drugs before, who were not only marketers of drugs, but were drug addicts. And one way or the other, they were able to come out of it. And we know how to come out of this. Thank you very much. Until we meet again next week, please stay calm, be obedient to your parents, and don't move with bad friends. Thank you very much. I'm David Elo.